back to another episode of the SiXFramesPodcast. What episode is this?
18.
God damn it, we still got no fans? Come on, follow us, please. Come on. Spread it to everybody else, please.
We're working, guys.
Oh, come on. Everybody has part-time jobs. Well, today we got
Lamp,
Kevin,
Jacob,
Clea.
That's it. The four are back. The four are back again for another great episode. This time, not 3 hours.
Yep.
Forgive us. Now we're going to do something even shorter.
Yep.
So, today we're going to start off with a trailer. Which trailer you want to start with?
Let's start off with the good.
With the good? Alright, so we're going to start with Spiderman far, far, far away from La Casa.
Oh, man. So they dropped a new trailer, which, if you haven't seen Endgame yet, don't watch it, obviously, but it's already been out for like a week or two, so at this point, if you ain't seen it, it's your fault, but...
Yeah. I am Iron Man. Natasha who? Rest in peace.
Captain Marvel who?
Ooh, hey, we don't want that type of attention. Right?
More like Captain Marvel where?
Far from home?
Far from home too?
Evading her taxes. Not paying that child support.
Quite the distance.
But she came in the end, right?
Yeah, sure.
It still goes two ways.
Just like in a neglected father who finally realized his ways, he came out like, hey, son.
Hey, it doesn't matter where you start. It's how it happens when it ends.
You're a terrible father. No wonder you're going to leave your kids. No wonder you're going to leave your kids.
You get to see them grow up.
Oh,
and then you leave. Here's $20. Tell your mom I love her.
Far from home.
We're in a place nearby.
Oh my god.
Right.
That's terrible.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far from home. This trailer, it pretty much, from what it looks like, this trailer is, the movie's going to be picking off right after the events of Infinity War, obviously.
Yep. And
it's showing how everyone, including Peter Parker, is coping with the death of the one and only Iron Man. And and it looks like Peter is just trying to, like, live his normal life. He's not done for good, but like he's like taking a break from hero business just to like hang out with friends and be a normal kid. But like Mysterio comes through, swooping down like the Silver Surfer, like, yo, I'm coming from a different dimension. Ooh, Nick Fury over here shooting kids in the face with a dart gun, and it's up to Spider-Man and Mysterio to save their world from
Dimensional Beasts.
Dimensional Beasts.
Dun dun dun.
And it looks, honestly, with the whole introduction to like dimensional travel now, anything is possible. Like everyone have already like pretty much said before, this is how they could easily introduce like the X-Men and the Fantastic Four from other worlds. They don't, since they weren't like built up in our universe in the MCU, they could like just bring them in, just like Mysterio and all them. So yeah, it's great. It looks great. It looks fun. The music, the soundtrack, the suits. Oh my god, the references to the movie, to Infinity War. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not ready yet to like go back to like seeing Happy and Tony and
not
Spider-Man.
Tony,
well,
just Happy.
I mean, you're gonna see his memorial, his graves and stuff. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna leave
love
some.
Love you 3000, right?
Love you 3000. Yeah. Now Andre 3000. Love you 3000.
Class of 3000.
Class of 3000. Say.
Yeah.
Before we get off track. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, the trailer looks great. I can't wait to watch it. I'm scared to watch it at the same time, but yeah. What about you, Kevin?
Well, like you said, amazing trailer, and like we talked before a couple of podcasts ago, I can't wait. But now hearing the revelation of multi universes, I'm very interested in seeing how they're gonna fit everything with it. After we just got the most epic ending to original cast of heroes. Now we're gonna see how we're gonna get like Fantastic Four, X-Men. So I can't wait. And I guess it's gonna be a little hard to swallow that you're not gonna see Tony Stark. Wink. Since this,
Wink.
hey, multi-reality universe. Hey,
Yeah.
get a Tony for another dimension. Hey, come over here. Right? So I don't know. I can't wait to see it when it comes out.
But even that would hurt because he'd be like, "Who are you guys?" It's like, "No."
Please.
Or like they get
Remember.
they get a new Tony. It looks different.
I'm gonna be mad too. I'll probably be mad.
It's not gonna feel the same.
It's not gonna feel the same.
I mean, it's right, but it won't feel the same. It's like you shouldn't have pressed that button, Marvel.
I mean, it's like if they do another Wolverine without Hugh Jackman being Wolverine, it's gonna be like crazy. I can't wait. It certainly is something up there, but that Godzilla though. But anyway, no, before Jacob, you have any?
Oh, my takes on it?
Yeah, you take.
Yeah, of course I'm excited for it because I know we just finished Endgame and that was a doozy and I didn't want to live anymore after watching it. But with the chance that we get Spider-Man, another Spider-Man film with this deal with Sony that's still going on. Hey, thank you, Sony. I'm really excited because one, for like, of course, like the multiverse and to bring in the other characters, potential Galactus, Silver Surfer, all these other goodness.
Yep, the sauce.
Like, I just want to see what they're gonna put to the table because, of course, with Endgame we didn't have a post-credit scene, so I want to see what they're gonna put at the end so that we could get hyped up for Phase 4, and also. This could be potentially like the last good Marvel film of this year because we still got that Dark Phoenix.
What? What's that?
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Like in the comic books?
Yeah, Dark Phoenix.
Like in the comic books that came out a long time ago, right?
Yeah, like the Last Stand.
It's not like
Oh my
Last
God.
Stand. Didn't that shit happen years ago?
Yeah.
Why everybody hyping up a movie that's been out 10 years ago?
Hey, it's rebooted.
Oh, I didn't know that. What are we talking about again?
Oh, we're talking about Spider-Man.
Oh, yes. Yes, I can't wait for Spider-Man. That's a good movie.
Obsolete.
Yeah, the last good Marvel film of this year.
Well, you know what's funny? I think Phase 4 is gonna be the end of like surprise post-credit scenes.
Don't say
so?
that, my bro.
Cause you can't. I mean, come on. The last one was just Tony hammering, clink, clink, clink.
Like, okay, I get that, but I felt like that was a good send-off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, to the start of it.
But I feel like they started a new trend of like, oh, everybody's not anticipating the end, and then when we watch Spider-Man, there's nothing at the end. I'm like, sorry, bitch.
No. You can't do this to me. I'm gonna stay in the theater and have my grandchildren stay in the theater too when a Marvel movie happens.
What if the end credit scene of Far From Home is Mysterio joining up with the Sinister Six?
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a far reach. You're far from home right now, girl.
I don't know, because they teased that in the last movie, so Clea got something.
That's what a lot of people have been saying, because like I've been listening to theories and I've been,
predicting the future.
There we go.
Right.
I've been like looking up some stuff, and a lot of people think that maybe Quentin Beck goes to like jail and then he meets up with like Vulture, like other people that are potential Sinister Six members, and then they create like this whole group or whatever or something.
Well, spoilers: Mysterio's a bad guy.
And of course, they make him look good here, but
Yeah, boy, gotta twist our arms real quick.
You know what's gonna hurt me the most though? Okay, Peter lost a lot of like people in his life. If he gets attached to Mysterio, he's gonna end up losing another person.
The betrayal. Stick that knife in. Twist it.
If they decide to make him the villain, which most likely probably yes.
Yeah, of course.
Unless they decide to pull a twist or something, I don't know. Then I'm gonna feel very bad for Peter because this is another person that he lost, that he trusted.
I mean, Spider-Man is like one of the characters that like suffers the most.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
Let me tell you,
It's gonna hurt though. He's only a boy.
this character suffers a lot. Anything else for Spider-Man? Powerful move.
I'm scared for my boy now.
I love Mysterio's costume. Iconic.
That's a plus. Yeah.
That looks really cool.
Yeah,
I hear that.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a very handsome dude. Very handsome man. Right, Dick?
I agree.
Hey, man. Pause.
Just pause. Pause on him.
And I love that part in the trailer with Nick Fury is like, bitch, you went to space. Like, damn, Nick is a bitch. Not in a Disney Marvel movie.
Right?
In a trailer.
You got me sold.
I'm glad he's back.
Is this the first time they're gonna use the F word and
Breaking boundaries.
Maybe,
Do it, Disney.
instead of saying bitch, you say motherfucker, you went to outer space.
Oh boy.
Now, so I guess we're done.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Now it's time for the bad.
Prince Ali's not looking too hot, y'all.
No, he's not.
Even though he looks pretty good.
I mean, he looks good, but like, I mean, like the Aladdin trailer that came out recently. Oh my god! Like,
Take your time. Take your time.
like I understand now. I understand what Disney wants to do. It's not just remaking the movies. It's sort of like asking the question, like, what if it was like more realistic? Like, what if, besides like having all these crazy antics going on and having like pop culture references and all of it, what if it was like actually grounded and actually real? Of like, you know, a lion, going through this whole arc of like becoming the king, or Aladdin becoming the prince and trying to get this girl, and how do they like make it realistic? And I could appreciate that approach, but at the same time, it's entertainment. And from that last trailer that they put out, where he's like, where Will Smith is pretty much, I can't even say Genie, Will Smith is pretty much singing Prince Ali's song, where Aladdin's coming in. And what stuck out to me the most when they sung the song, like the original ones, was that the Genie was pretty much, he was boasting Aladdin as this amazing prince that's like the best and is amazing and everything like that. And over here it's like and like the energy there is like chaotic good. Like he's like everywhere. He's popping in and out. He's letting everybody know that, yo, this guy is the shit. Mm-hmm. Look at him. And here it's like, Prince Ali, fabulous. It's like, give me some energy. Give me more chaos. You're a genie. You have magical powers. I know it's supposed to be grounded and realistic, but like you have cosmic power of do shit with it. I haven't seen anything like
that at this point. Will Smith should have rapped that song.
He might as well. Like there's no. It's not.
Prince Ali.
Say it
I
again.
don't know. Man.
Do that Pitbull mix. You know.
I'm still gonna give this movie a shot as a movie itself, but it's just like it looks great. It still looks great no matter what. The cast still look great. Jasmine still looks pretty boring, honestly.
Yeah,
she looks too stale. Jafar, he doesn't look that menacing. He just looks like a handsome DeviantArt version of Jafar.
Got Tumblr. Send us your fanfic at SiXFramesPodcast@gmail.com.
I'm still hoping that Diago talks. Diago or Iago?
Iago.
I'm still hoping that he talks. I haven't heard a line from him yet, so it's sort of concerning me. It from a original like standpoint of like a movie, like with ignoring like the whole past of Disney, it looks promising. It looks fun. It looks entertaining. It looks like you could sit down and actually watch it. But
stop lying to yourself.
Seeing as an Aladdin movie with the title Aladdin, having the same character, the cast, and everything going to the events of Aladdin, it looks underwhelming. So still gonna watch it, but goddamn, please, just at least make it worth sitting my ass down and watching your shit. That's my take on it. Y'all rip it up. Go ahead.
All right. I want to talk about that. What you said about the realistic stuff, how this is trying to do it, and I feel like, in theory, that sounds like that's a good idea, right? Because I think that's something that ultimately Walt Disney wanted to do anyway, because he wanted to do movies, and so he did a lot of live action movies. But it also takes away a lot of the magic that has been created.
That's what I was
with the animation.
There's no magic
because
in there.
it's like why have made this animation work is because it had magic, literal magic. With this, it's just I'm just watching a songing Avengers movie, with triple the CGI.
Oh boy, boy, you sure Will Smith is over there? He looks stretched to me.
Yeah, and so I think that's the only thing that always has been bothering me a little bit for the live action adaptations of animations that
it lacks magic.
It just doesn't have the magic. A lot of people will say, "Oh, you don't like Disney." Like, I do like Disney.
Yeah.
It's just that I fell in love with Disney just because of the animation. I didn't fall in love for some pretty boy, DeviantArt, Tumblr, people, right? To become these characters that have more personality as a drawing than they are as regular people. And why CGI tiger? You can't give us a real tiger? Come on. Come on, Peter, let it slide for a bit. Come on.
Come on. It's Aladdin, man. Come on, man.
We got Jungle Book. We got the live action Jungle Book, the old one where we had real tigers and shit. Let's get real tigers. Come on. Jacob, anything to salvage?
Salvage.
For me, when I first saw that breakout number, didn't like it.
That's it.
Didn't like it, bro. Like it didn't fill me with the same type of joy as the original breakout number in the 2D animated movie. What I saw here was that they were introducing a homeless guy, a makeshift homeless guy, turned Prince at the last second. He got the costume at Party City or something, and he's just, hey man, I'm a prince. And Prince Ali, no, Prince called me, the executives, so that they could stop making live action movies. Disney needs to learn from their original formula, make something original with 2D animation. Please make a comeback.
Or if they're doing a live action movie, just make an original thing, idea.
Exactly.
Oh my
like
God.
Zorro, like come on.
Yeah, it's like there's more you could do with it.
Yeah.
As of right now, the trailer doesn't make me feel like I want to watch it, but I'll probably watch it just to see how much it can utilize.
Well, you're gonna
what they can do with it.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, I agree with everybody else. It feels kind of underwhelming because sometimes 2D movies don't translate well in live action, and it did feel a little bit kind of like low energy. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know. To me, it didn't capture the Aladdin that I used to watch when I was a kid. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I do love the costumes though. I love the costumes, so I thought that was a bonus. But I'm not too excited for the movie. It's not. I don't know.
It's middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you want to go watch this Aladdin movie? Nah.
If anything, it's like an expensive play.
Could be.
It pretty much is. You might as well have a Disney play of Aladdin.
Yeah. Broadway show. Casting Will Smith as Aladdin.
Prince Ali.
Oh man. Oh, well, that was our take on that.
Well, speaking of better adaptation.
Yep. We just came back to see Detective Pikachu. Pikachu. Oh my lord.
Can we spoil this shit?
Y'all want to spoil it?
Hey man.
Fuck it. Hey, spoiler! Oh,
Spoiler alert.
shit!
Spoiler alert, like, it's not really that big of a spoiler because it's a kids movie, but at the same time, you still should go watch it. So spoiler alert, just in case you want to like stay quote unquote engaged. But
before that, we went to a theater that's really small and cramped, and there were a lot of kids. And boy, the movie was great, but man, it was my neck hurts. Even though we're not sitting in front, but my neck hurt. My neck and my back.
Why? From what?
Those seats, bro. I was like, hey. I looked at my left. I watched you, happy as shit. I
was as happy as Barney before.
I was like, bro, I'm like stuck in this. I don't know. Those chairs were terrible for me. But anyway, the movie's great. I want to start that. The movie's great.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so just to start it off, like, oh my god. Like, listen, I am a pretty big Pokemon fan. I have played a good majority of the games. I have studied the lore, the Pokemon, the Pokedex. I have understood everything about Pokemon, and good lord, with the opening, just the opening itself, like, you would think that with a live action adaptation of like Detective Pikachu, like the plot would be like, you know, pretty long, like dragged out, like just to like fit in all the pop culture references or all that other stuff before they actually show what we want to come here and see. But off the bat, spoiler alert, but off the bat, we see our boy Mewtwo busting out that Pokemon the first movie shit, blowing the whole shit up, and escaping until he flipped the card and proceeded with the plot of the story. And my god, like, you don't... Like, just the whole movie was just a treat. If you're a Pokemon fan, it's a treat, a genuine treat to see all your favorite, not all of them, but like the majority of the Pokemons used, live action, and you know, and it's not even in battles neither. But like, okay. There was this one scene, bro, when they were like going over like the history of Pokemon, and like they were talking about like, oh, how Pokemon's like battle with their trainers, and you had that like shot. Like every Pokemon movies has this shot where the game character trainer goes against another trainer, and that Asian dude with the hat, he might as well be red, and he's going to get this dope ass Gyarados with this dope ass Arcanine. Oh my god, the CG on these Pokemon, they look so good, man. They look believable. They look exactly how Pokemon would look like in the real world, and it's just so great. And when they show the city. And the environment, you see Pidgeot, you see Dodules flying around, you see Rufflet. I'm like naming all the Pokemon that's popping up on the screen.
He was.
And you see, oh my god, this is so amazing.
I had to tell him to stop.
It was great. Oh god.
Hey, be careful.
I had to tell him to stop.
It wasn't for them kids.
I had to tell him to stop because the whole time he was naming them like, bro, you're not gonna name.
I named every single one that I've seen on that screen, bro, and it was just a treat. It was a legit treat. Like the plot, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to like plot in movies, the plot it always takes over like the CG on everything. But for this, the CG was for me. The Pokemons were for me.
The plot
was mediocre at best. It's good for kids if you want to like sit them down and let them watch a Pokemon movie. It's great for them. If you're an adult and you want to like actually watch a legit story, it's not that. I'll tell you that right now. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Pikachu's a dad. Like, get the fuck up. But
Daddy! Boat tackle! Daddy!
But what was cool about it, because like I assumed that it was gonna be like some generic ass dad. It was actually Ryan Reynolds, who was the father, which actually voiced the Pikachu himself. And I didn't see that coming, but because I didn't, it sort of like got me by surprise. I'm just like, you know what? I'll let that slide. I'll give you guys that, all right? And I just let them have it. And it was a good.
Wait a minute.
It was a little good twist.
You say that now, but remember when the first trailer came out, and I was like, "Hey, Lamb, what would happen if Detective Pikachu was actually this kid's dad?"
Yeah, and I said that this movie would have been ass. But like I said,
it surprised you enough that it was like, okay, you know what? I let that slide.
It was good enough and enjoyable enough for me as a Pokemon fan to like let it slide and just to like see all the Pokemon. And it's just great. It's just.
And those kids wasn't there.
If them kids wasn't there,
bro, if those kids weren't
watch
there,
your step.
This man would have gone in. in.
I went nuts, bro.
There was one point
absolutely
after the naming
nuts.
part, but like one point when the music hit, I was like,
oh my god,
the music hit in the battle parts, I had to be like, yo, listen, man, we're in a small ass.
I don't
theater.
give a damn. If
I know, but like
the
small
my elbow,
ass theater,
they
and there's
getting
kids
hit.
everywhere. All right, relax. We don't want to get kicked out as goddamn Pokemon movie. I was like, I hated those seats.
I couldn't contain my excitement. Like, I'm sorry.
It's gonna be like headline. The headline will be like, man, black man fighting a
deranged black male.
Florida deranged black male.
That's right, from Florida.
Florida man. Punch a little kid after watching Detective Pikachu because he was getting too hyped.
Because you want to know why? Because the kid couldn't follow the movie.
Bruh, that kid was stupid. When I heard that, I was in my mind like, little kids follow this movie. This plot is not even that intricate.
It's not.
You can't follow this movie? Bro, I don't know. Hey, I don't want to say anything, but hey.
Look, overall, for me, it
2
was
+ 2.
overall, it was like a great experience. If you want to just see like 3D Pokemon, just go for it. Bulbasaur looks adorable as all shit. You get to see Totodile. I'm sort of sad I didn't see Mudkip or Marshall or Swampert, but I'm fine. Even like I'm not even a big fan of Charizard, but when I see Charizard, I'm like, oh boy, Charizard is in. Oh my god! And then I guess my favorite Pokemon I could say that I love the design for is Golurk, the huge ass golem with like a bandage over his chest and like the glowing crack, like bro. Like, oh my lord. Bro. And then when they brought out the Pokeball,
yes.
And I saw I'm like, yo, give me that. Give me that. Oh my god. Hey. All right, let me give it to y'all before I like.
Hey, hold on. Before the Pokeballs, be careful. Remember back in the day where kids used to swallow those things, and they banned them. I hope you grown adults don't do that.
Swallow Pokeballs?
Yeah, they used to.
What Pokeballs are that small?
They used to sell the little plastic ones. Remember back in the day?
I always had like the bigger one that never fit in your mouth.
It was the little small ones. It was from the original Pokemon movie, and it was kind of like it looked like in the movie, and they used to sell it on Burger King or like a kids meal, and little kids took it and they swallowed that shit. Yeah. So hey, I'm just saying. Hopefully these new people only swallow no Pokeballs.
Hey, they better poop it out.
What do you mean? It gets stuck in their gut.
Hey, man.
Alright, so what about you guys? How you guys feel about the movie?
Oh my god, that was amazing. Let me tell you something. The music. The music.
It felt like you were playing the game, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Bring out your controller.
That scene when they went into the Pokemon Fight Club, I thought I was going to an actual club, and then I walk in and I start hearing that music. I was like,
yo,
this is good.
And then Loudred over here making that bass, like, yo, let's get it, boy. The fight was happening. Oh my god,
bro! But the music was amazing. Like it was just bumping.
It was great.
It was great.
And then there was also like the scene when they were like driving to like the laboratory, and you hear that sort of like that chime that you hear in the cities, like from the games. It's like, oh, listen to this chant. Oh, god. Oh my god.
Bro, but those Pokemon, I was like, wow, my childhood is being thrown right into my face, but in a good way. Because I used to watch the show a lot when I was a kid. I used to watch the anime, but back in early 2000 or whatever. So when I saw it realistically, I'm like, you're taking me back. Going back to the future now.
Not yourself, Lab has been watching this, still following it. Not the new series though.
No.
So he's our Pokemon expert along with Alex, but he's not here. Oh, there you go. Go.
Oh, my turn.
Wait,
your turn.
Oh, I was gonna say, I love the way Greninja looks. Like, he is terrifying. And the Apom?
The Apom.
That, bruh. Stop it.
That's the ranged Pokemon right there.
That was scary. I was like, I don't want to catch that. I gotta catch him on, not this one.
No, but they were cute when they weren't deranged. But like after that, they used Focus Punch, like break it up, like yo, come on, bro, like yo, Focus Punch, let's go.
But don't get hit by that.
Like, don't get hit by that.
Okay.
I think there was that one part. I'll get to that. That's like in the end, but continue.
Yeah.
What you guys to do, man.
Well,
Woo!
I'm sorry.
hey man,
I
I
can
was
feel the
hyped.
heat coming from this way.
Yeah, I was hyped too, man. Bro, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I mean, I didn't continue watching Sun and Moon, but
After that Kellogg's bullshit. Stop.
but yes, this movie, it got me, man. I was playing those Pokemon games since way back when, in high school or middle school, whatever those eras, whatever. And man, this brought me those feels of being a Pokemon gamer. Like, it was pretty ideal. Like, man, the music for one. I was sitting next to a woman, like a. I didn't want to get too high near the sea, son. She might sue me or something. I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you. If it wasn't for these kids, man.
No, for real, I'm telling you, these seats were fucking constricted. You can't do shit to them.
Yeah, like, it was pretty awesome, man. The music, oh man, the music was fire. Pokemon designs were off the charts. They did a good job. Unlike some other video game adaptation movie that's coming up later this year. I ain't gonna say the name, but you know it's a hedgehog. But
Big ass hedgehog.
at least bring out Shadow the Hedgehog. Who knows? Whatever.
There'll be another little man in a black suit.
Nah, please don't. But they did a good job, man. I like the characters, the environments. Oh man, they did good. They did a good shot with the panoramic shots of the city. The
You
plot.
see all those Pokemon.
The city was beautiful.
It
Let me
was.
tell you, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I want to be in that city.
Hell yeah.
I think that's the thing about it, is that it made you want to be there, like actually go to a Pokemon world. And it was cool because it looks like an actual, like, when you play the game, it looks like this dystopia, like it looks like a European city, but like a Japanese, Hong Kong,
futuristic take on it.
yeah, it has all this takes, like when you see the beginning shots in the countryside, right?
Yeah.
It looks like a European city, and then when you go to the city, it just looks like this, not cyberpunk, but it's more because it's more grounded. So it's like it just feels like a city that has a mixture of a lot of cultures. So it's like a lot of Japanese and a lot of Hong Kong stuff, because
It feels very welcoming.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Golem,
Golurk.
Golord,
Golurk.
which I love Golord, have him in my game, and like to see him like guarding the police, I'm like, yo, I'm
Do
like,
something.
yo,
Do something,
and like
bro.
he's like the fire coming out
God,
his chest.
it's like steaming, bro. Son.
Fire,
They got two of them guarding.
Do
What?
something. I'm telling you.
bruh. Oh yeah, continuing on. The plot, even though it was easy to
Doodle.
follow.
It wasn't
The plot,
It was.
bro, come on.
It was.
Yeah, I mean.
You know what the plot? I'm sorry to cut you. The plot is basically your average Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Boils down to that.
It's
Yeah.
your Pokemon game plot.
So they actually nailed it, if anything.
They nailed it.
Yeah, but they took a new take on it because you didn't have to go around and battle Pokemon.
No.
Well, because like based off the Detective Pikachu game, which had like no battling whatsoever, so
It's more story driven, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
mystery and stuff.
What I think would have been cool before we got they could have added on to the history of Pokemon. Would be like you get to see the Pokemon in the wild grass or whatever, like just kind of fiddling around and somebody trying to catch the Pokemon.
I would love to see that.
That would be
That'd
cool.
that
I
would've been
mean,
great.
it was kind of cool in the beginning how you see Justice. Well, the guy who
I don't even know his name.
Tim. Yeah,
Tim.
Tim. Yeah,
Tim.
I was talking about the actor. Yeah, Tim. How you get to see him and his friend kind of like hiding in the grass,
Yep,
and they see a
he's like
Cubone.
trainer.
Yeah, they see a
Rustling grass.
Cubone. Woo! They see a Cubone crying like trying to catch it and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
It was cool.
And also, again, the Pokemon design choices were well spot on.
They're realistic, but to the point that they didn't over complicate it enough.
Sonic.
Yeah.
The one, I think the one that I didn't quite like, but the designs I quite didn't like was the what's the ghost Pokemon?
Gengar.
Gengar.
Really? I thought it fit him well.
I think it fit him well, but he looks too scary. And he has but like he looked like too, because he's a weird Pokemon anyway in drawing, so he's just a smile and some eyeballs and two legs and hands. Mm-hmm. But like, they give him kind of like skin texture and stuff like that. It's like he's scary and he's supposed to be, but it's like I guess I wasn't feeling that skin texture they give him.
I think he just wanted to be like more, no pun intended, but a little bit more ghastly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I want at least a little bit more like a ghost.
Yeah.
Which they did, but they just, they kind of just give them a texture.
I guess they like still needed like something to like, build on for. Yeah. Like that's what I assume. So.
Because I guess they don't want to make him too transparent with the material or texture.
Maybe.
But yeah, like movie was sound. I loved it. I love the credit scene, the way they incorporated.
Yes. Dude, oh my god, the credit scene. Mm-hmm. You have to, you don't have to like fade the whole thing, but like at least from when the movie ends to like the actual credits, and they do this whole thing where like they pretty much turned the entire cast of the movie into like manga artists or game design character. Like you would look at them and you would say, "Yo, I feel like I could fight this guy in the actual Pokemon game," and it looks so good. It looks so nice. It looks so clean. Oh man!
Or it could be an actual anime.
Everything, yeah, that too. It could actually be. They might use that stuff for a manga, like a spin-off manga, just to tell the story. They most likely will do that.
Yeah, they could do that. And one more thing I want to bring out. I'd say, I'd say like the cool thing about it too would be the interaction with with Tim and the other people that he kind of talks to. I forgot the girl name.
Lucy? Is it Lucy?
I don't know. Like
we'll call her not Misty.
Yeah, not Misty.
Not Misty. It's like
because you have a side up.
I like the interaction between them, and also I just feel like the jokes were really spot on.
Yep.
They landed.
Except for one joke, I didn't know if it landed.
Which one?
The one that where the valley, and then it's moving around. And then Pikachu's like, they're all following, and Pikachu grabs the tree, and he's like, "Well, if nobody believes global warming," I'm like, "Huh?"
Oh, nobody knows about climate change.
Climate change or something like that. I'm like, "Huh?"
Yeah, it didn't really stick with me.
Because like the world Pokemon, that we're going into some nerd shit. In the world Pokemon, it's kind of a clean place because they kind of use like wind energy and they use Pokemon powers. So it's kind of a clean place. There shouldn't be any global warming, unless a Pokemon causes it.
Yeah, Groudon.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah. I guess I'll let you continue, Jason.
Oh yeah, one more thing I just thought about. I'd say like some parts the CGI was good, really good, and then at times it just feels like you could see that. When they were running through, like... Yeah,
the forest?
Yes.
Say, oh, what the hell?
I was like, okay, this looks like something that you did in a green screen, a blue screen, whatever those things are. And then you just added some environments in there, and they were just running. The girl didn't even look like she was running at times.
She was like floating.
Lighting,
like...
It was like, dang, son. That's how you run in real life?
After Effects, they just dragged her with the what's it called, that tool?
The picker tool?
The picker tool, yeah.
I don't know, the move tool.
I mean, I think that's like the only place where like the CGI was sort of like fell flat.
Yeah.
No, the Cubone too, right?
Cubone?
Maybe in the beginning.
Well, when he was like crying and he's like, and they're like in the back talking, it's kind of a little bit like immersion breaking because it's like Cubone didn't feel like he was touching the grass at one point because the grass was like high. So when he was like crying like this, he kind of looked like he was in thin air. Oh. But that's just like a.
I sort of missed that one then. I was just like, oh, Cubone! Oh, they want to catch this Pokemon! I can't wait. I just ignored all that. Oh man!
Not only that, but the Pokemon make the cutest little noises.
Yes, they do.
Oh my god!
You didn't hear Bulbasaur?
Yes.
What about the gecko one? I don't remember.
Draco! Oh my
Draco!
god!
Yes.
So adorable. I was like, Oh my god, and they had a Togepi.
Yeah, that lady had a Togepi. Like, oh my god.
Misty, have you come back to us?
Everything was so cute. Like that one line that she had, which was like, I read articles about like the top 10 cutest Pokemon. All the Pokemons are cute. In this movie, yes, even Charizard. If you want to, even Charizard is cute. Like, oh, those Pokemon are cute. What I also do love about that movie is that they show like the power of the Pokemon. Like that one, like the beginning scene where Cubone like gets out the Pokeball and he's like chasing the kid, which was like hilarious. He was chasing Tim. And then he did the boomerang and he threw it and it hit the ground and he just flew with the shockwave. And it's like, and if you were like to do like a regular adaptation of Pokemon live action, you did a boomerang like that, it probably would have just hit him and he just fell down and called it a day. But they actually made that boom, the shockwave, because it's like a ground type move and he's actually flying. Because like Pokemons are really powerful creatures. And you can see, like, even with Psyduck, like that whole scene when they're like escaping the lab and getting chased by the Greninja, you can see like the power of Psyduck with his explosive headaches. And like when he actually gets the headache, he legit sound wave explosion, bro. And it's like, damn. Like you don't see that in the game, you don't see that in the anime as much. But that's if you were to like look at the actual Pokedex of the Pokemon, Psyduck's headaches are pretty much explosive. So like boom, you're like, oh shit.
That's why Team Rocket flies off. And
of that same scene, I can't get that scene out of my head because like in the lab where Mewtwo was took from, pretty much from it takes place 20 years in the future from the events of the anime where Giovanni and Team Rocket made Mewtwo and Mewtwo left. They actually recaptured Mewtwo to make like the whole.
So they made it canon.
Yeah, quote unquote made it canon. And they use like Mewtwo's essence to like make these rage powder things to like make Pokemon like go deranged and stuff like that. And they also use like experiment on Pokemon. Like there was this one place they call like the Torterra Garden or the Torterra Forest, and you see like these regular Torterras, like normal size, huge, grass, and like Torterra's like one of my favorite starters from Sinnoh, and I just love seeing him there. And then when they go out and like they're escaping. You see like the earth start moving and everything, and they're like trying to escape it. And then he looks back and he's like, yo, there's an eyeball right there. And you're like, an eyeball? Are they on Groudon? That's my first impression because like only Groudon could like actually fold earth like that. Oof. But then you realize that holy shit, these are gigantic Torterras. And I'm like,
they make ancient Torterras.
This is beautiful. This is everything I want. Oh. This movie is just amazing, alright? Like, biased opinion, I give this movie 10 out of 10. An actual movie rating, I'll probably give it like a 7. Only because of the plot, but everything else was just great.
It's a fun movie.
It really is fun. I'll watch it again as many times as I want. This is like actually one of the kids' movies that I would actually recommend to people. Watch it, support it. Detective Pikachu 2 is on its way. It's just great.
You know what? The good thing about the plot is that they didn't drag it out.
Yes.
Because a lot of movies, like, they usually drag out the plot. It's like, okay, get to the point already. But I like the fact that just one after the other,
Exactly.
this and that. That's what I really liked about the movie.
Like, the movie just literally takes off. Like, There's no waiting. There's no settle down moves. Like, everything's just moving. Everything's just going. Like, you want to see Pokemon? We'll show you Pokemon. We'll just go along the way when we're doing that. And it's just great.
I think that's what I like it because of the plot when they were showing his Tim's like little flashbacks in between, and then you know the full story later. I was like, wow, that's good pacing.
Yeah.
Because like in a lot of these kid movies, especially something like Pokemon, where you've seen it before, like in other movies like Air Bud and stuff like that, right? Where they take forever, and then they it's always at the middle where they have the low point. Where the main character hates the little character, the creature or whatever, and they're like, I hate you, and then they separate. And this one was a little different, more so than the Pikachu spoiler. At one point, it's like his fault. He thought it was his fault, and so he left him
to protect him.
To protect him, yeah, exactly. And so, but then he finds out like, oh no, man, that was the wrong idea. So I need to go back and save the kid. Say my boy.
And like now that you brought up Air Bud, man, that Dog's Journey movie, trailer, man.
We ain't talking about that doodle ass.
We're talking about that.
Spoiling the whole goddamn movie.
Oh, come on.
In one trailer.
Man,
That dog died like 3 times, 4 times.
Just so you guys know, there was this trailer that they showed beforehand called something about Good Boy.
A dog's
A
journey.
dog journey.
A dog's
like
journey.
That. And they just, it was just weak. It looked so bad. It's supposed to be like a heartfelt. We're not talking about that. It's talking about Pokemon.
Yeah. All right, I have some points that I want to bring up. Okay, so while watching the movie, of course, I was immersed in the world and I enjoyed every part and aspect of it. There are some things that I kind of felt like they should have added more of. I just felt like the Pokemon in particular felt kind of lacking. I know with making animated, creatures like Pokemon into the real world for us to view and enjoy can take a lot of time and effort. Especially because we know we're animators. We know how that type of effort and hard work takes. But like, man, I just felt like I should have seen a little bit more because it felt like they kept using the same Pokemon over and over again.
Yeah.
They started recycling.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you do? Like, there's like over 800 Pokemon. They can't put every single one of them in there.
And I understand that. I just feel like they could have added a little bit more not from every region, but
I mean, they did got one from every region.
Yeah, but a little bit more.
I get you though.
Maybe they're waiting down the road when they start creating more Pokemon
Yeah.
to add to introduce the other generations.
I mean, all they gotta do is model and duplicate. That's all they gotta do. I mean, granted, they gotta animate them all.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the first step for like more. Hopefully, you guys more live action Pokemon movies because this one, if it's done like this way, I think we could potentially get maybe more complicated story.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's still for kids.
Not to say not for kids. I'm not talking about like do Avengers.
No, I know, but
I'm talking about like if this becomes something that people would like to see more of, then they potentially make more of this type of movie, right? With involving something else instead of like Detective Pikachu, like a trainer movie.
Oh, I would love to see that. That would be amazing. I want to see some actual Pokemon fighting. Mm-hmm. The Fight Club one was like, it was still great, but like, it was more for comedic effects and stuff like that. You still got to see a good fight. And even like the ending. I'll get to that one real later, but like, go ahead.
And then, no, I was going to finish like a list like that or like the Rangers.
Oh, the Pokemon
Rangers. And since they kind of alluded to Team Rocket already in the movie, 20 years, potentially we probably could see, a return like Red,
Maybe. So, I would love to see that. I would love to see anything.
Cool.
Anything with that legendary Pokemon stamp on it, give me that. Just give it to me. Finally, I just want to talk about the last battle. The last fight. Like, it wasn't as climactic as like Avengers or whatever, but like for a kids movie and like for a final Pokemon battle against Pikachu and Mewtwo, like that shit got me so hyped.
It's awesome.
Like you see Pikachu, like he's like before he couldn't fight because he forgot pretty much amnesia, literally a move called amnesia too. He couldn't fight because he don't remember his moves, and then after he gets his memory back from Mewtwo, he remembers how to like get his electric spark back. And you see him using his moves. He's using Thunderbolt, using Electro Ball, and he was Volt Tackle, man. I love that movie. He just, like when I saw Mewtwo coming through, he was using his Shadow Ball. I'm like, and Pikachu using Electro. I'm like, yo, let's get him, Pikachu. And then boom, he's like the shockwave, everything's like blowing up and everything. I'm like, oh my god, give us an actual Pokemon battle. Just give us an actual Pokemon battle between one trainer and another trainer, 6-on-6, the whole movie, instant nut. All right, that's all you gotta do. Legendary picture. You're already working on Godzilla. You know how to make monsters fight. You got Pokemon on your side. Just do that. 6-on-6 Elite Four tournament style. If you want to, I don't care. Let them fight.
I can't wait. Pokemon Legend of Red.
Woo!
Oh, bruh.
Legendary pictures. You could take that.
Please.
Like, imagine that setup though. I mean, we could see something like them kind of like skipping over. I mean, we'll get to see some gym battles along the road. But then when it comes to the Elite Four,
I can't wait to see their take on it, like live action. Because they're probably not going to use all like the characters, so they might have to change it up a bit. make them different. But I can't wait to see how they'll establish it. Because what I like about the Pokemon movies is how they establish the world. Even though it's just one place, which is not like something that has been around from other Pokemon games. So this is their own thing. So I can't wait to see how the rest of the world looks. And that's that.
When you start branching out.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, like you said, this is like a setup. This is the first movie, like test. Start throwing in the story, and then next thing you know, you start seeing a bunch of other movies. Maybe some are darker, maybe some are not so dark. Lavender Town.
The Legend of Gold and Silver.
Can you imagine if they referenced that at some point? That would be terrifying.
Just referencing Cancel just sent tingles. Like I was Spiderman from Infinity War. Like, whoa.
Bruh, when that revelation was like, oh, Mewtwo was he was a Pokemon that escaped 20 years ago from Kanto. I was like, oh snap! And then I like clockwork. I look at left because he's sitting next to me. Oh!
I'm telling you, bro. It's just hype. It's a great movie.
I just remember something. What? This kind of pissed me off a little bit. Was okay, we get to find out it was Ditto at the end. That dude who was supposed to be like the bad guy, that Ditto took the form of. He kept smirking every time that something happened. When he was in the way, preventing Tim from doing something, or the girl character, I forgot her name, Lucy, whatever.
Not Misty.
Like when she's trying to do something, and he just stands in the foreground, like forefront, just being intimidating, like, and he's just smirking. I'm about to get
Ditto
up.
was creepy.
Ditto was. I think a kid actually cried after seeing Ditto like demorph from all those Pokemons. Cause I heard that I feel like Ditto was like dying down and stuff. Mm-hmm. But like, yo,
that was impressive.
It was awesome,
but scary because you didn't see those beady eyes. But you have like this human form. Like I don't want to see that shit in real life.
I actually loved that.
But I thought it was amazing.
It was beautiful. Yeah. Like it's like it's perfect because like in the anime, there was this one episode where like this Ditto couldn't transform for the life of him, and he always kept like these beady eyes. Like Ditto could transform into like the actual Pokemon, but the beady eyes were like from that one episode was just like so iconic. They made like plushes out of it, and they actually put it in the movie, and it was like, oh, that's so great. But like when the guy had a sunglasses, the chick had the sunglasses, and then like he just transformed, and then he took out the sunglasses, you see the beady eyes, and you're like, what the fuck?
That was scary.
And it was scary. That was terrifying.
Because I was like,
no, they referenced it. Like, hey,
it was so good, man. And
I don't want to meet that in real life. Nope.
Yeah. Nope, not my mom. That's too scary.
I'm not catching that either.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just that same battle, man. That same battle. Like he transforms into different Pokemon. He transforms from a Loudred to like blow Tim away, and then he transformed into like the girl, not Misty, and started fighting her with the beady eyes. It's like that's scary as all fuck. And then he turned into Charizard. Like he was going to like different forms and everything. He eventually turns to Charizard, trying to attack Tim. Tim blew him off, and then Tim almost fell and everything. And then the Ditto transformed into the Cubone, and it was like trying to knock him off. And then the guy who was captive that the Ditto transformed into, he just knocked the Ditto off. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, is Ditto dead? I mean, is he gonna transform into like a flying type? He just turned into a freaking Braviary. I'm like, yo. And he charged through, then he turned into a Bouffalon. I'm like, yo.
Knock his ass out. Oh.
And then like after that, actually it was like they did all of that before he turned to Charizard and all that stuff. But like he turned to Machamp. Oh, that's what happened. He turned to Machamp, which I didn't like. This is the only thing I didn't like because, and that's just the biggest nitpick ever because Machamp is known to like punch mountains. Yeah. So I guess you could say that Ditto was underpowered or whatever, underleveled. I don't care. But Machamp has the power to like punch mountains for a living. So when he punched him, I was like, oh, he's dead. But he's just hanging off on Dylan. I'm like, what? He's supposed to be dead. His ribs supposed to be gone. His body must be flying to like across the sea. Like, this is Machamp. This guy had the power to like punch mountains.
They probably just nerfed it just a bit.
Yeah, they had to nerf it, obviously, for obvious reasons. So I let that slide. But like, that's the only thing that sort of like disappointed.
No, I was with you. I was like, he's supposed to be dead.
He should have been dead.
He's supposed to be dead.
Machamp, when he turned to Machamp, everybody was like, "Oh shit, we know who he is."
Oh shit! And then he did chop.
That's one
he flew just a bit, and then he was able to grab. Like, bro, you're dead.
Bro.
You're dead.
Man, got that boy hanging like cliffhangers. And then you had the Cubone, like Ditto transformer to Cubone, trying to get him out. But like going back to Ditto transforming to the dude, I wanted to pinch. Like every time I saw him smirk, I wanted to punch that Wigga so bad, bro. So bad. He's like, man, what you doing here, bro? Is that all you had to do? Smirk? Evil smirk. That's it. That set me off, bro.
God, that was an evil. That's evil character.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
It's scary because you can transform to anything and anyone. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't trust nobody. Take off your glasses.
But it's crazy because like when you first see it, right? Ditto was just like a helper, transformed to a person to
like come with a wheelchair. That was cool.
The wheelchair.
That was so cool.
And so when you think about it now, it's like, damn, Ditto knows everything. He does.
Yeah, he was the bodyguard too.
He was looking at security cameras. He was driving cars.
He was
texting. Bro, I need him well. Like, just wear some glasses like in the movie, and that's it, man. Just, help me out, do some stuff.
Yeah. Overall, how y'all feel about the movie?
Well, for me, I think it was amazing. The last scene with Mewtwo, I think was the most epic thing to see in a kids movie.
Yep.
If you ever seen it in a long time, it's like, wow, that's some like Avengers shit, you know.
It's so cool.
You know, that's pretty cool. You know, like the overall story, it's great, easy to follow. Not just, I don't know what's wrong with this kid. Probably was high watching that shit. But overall, it was entertaining. There's sometimes like the dialogue. The thing about the dialogue is like it felt like a video, like one of the Pokemon game dialogue, especially when you first introduced Not Misty. And the way she's talking, like, bruh, she sound like one of the characters from the video game. You know how they talk? They have this big monologue, and you're like, huh? What the fuck? And then you battle them. That's what it felt, you know. But
waiting for that screen transition.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I was waiting for something like that. We kind of missed, but I love the reference of the music, especially the first intro. When you hear it in the beginning, and then when you hear it comedically, with comedically with Pikachu, you know, in that low point, you know, in every kid's movie where he's singing it.
The Pokemon theme song.
That's the Pokemon theme song, which is I like that part. I think it's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, same here.
And I want to sing too, but these damn kids,
right? Yeah, no, that was crazy. Those kids, whatever. We'll continue. But the pacing, I think the pacing, what got me to like it is because it wasn't a nuisance. It wasn't distracting. It wasn't taking airtime, and it just put it all. You know, it did everything it was going to do, and then they wrap it in a little bow, and then that's it. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Yep. I was like, all right, cool. I'll watch it again. I'll watch it anytime. That's a good movie to watch.
Yeah.
Any time of the day.
Yeah, definitely. What I want to add on to was the fact that this movie was PG-13, and these jokes,
You mean PG?
PG?
Was it PG?
I don't even know.
I don't even know. I lost my
It seemed like a PG-13 movie.
I like PG-13 movie.
Yeah, like I heard hell and then Beaver's Dam. I'm like, what? Okay. And then the innuendo jokes. I was like, bruh. Okay, y'all guys getting us. We were laughing so hard, bruh. It was so well done.
It's PG.
PG.
Really?
But that's the real PG because you could say stuff like that. But no, I was surprised that they didn't even do it because it's like Nintendo, it's Pokemon, you know. they cut out all the cemetery parts in the original game because, you know, you can't have death or religious imagery. But in here, they reference hell and damn and everything. I'm like, damn, hey, Nintendo. Look, people know what death is, alright?
Yeah.
Look, when they go to a mountain that's supposed to be spooky because it's a graveyard, alright? So, yeah, I like that they did that, so.
I mean, overall, I love the movie. It brought my childhood back to life, you know, took me back, and I give it 10 Pokeballs.
I give it 10 Master Balls.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to catch that Mewtwo from the movie.
Yep. I give it 10 Master Balls. I want one Bulbasaur.
I want that Greninja though.
I want that Bulbasaur. He's so cute. God.
That reference to Arceus.
That
statue.
Mother of Arceus. That too, and then the Dialga Palkia. My theory was off, way off, but I don't know. It just looks cool knowing that they know about that they're aware of the Pokemon God.
Oh man.
Yeah. I just love it.
I think we have to do one of these days. We have to do like a deep dive how much they put in this movie because we just watch it, but I think they put a lot. So hopefully,
definitely. Like
when the DVD comes out, that Blu-ray, we have a chance to watch it, or maybe we'll watch it again. But who knows?
Yeah.
So I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
We're done.
That's it. That's Six Frame Podcast episode 18.
That's right. Not super short. Forgive us for the 3 hours.
Hopefully next time, like next podcast. By next podcast, Game of Thrones season 8.
And
the Game of Thrones will be concluded.
It will be concluded, and hopefully we get people back. God damn! Where's everybody?
Man, they ain't space, bro.
You know what happened?
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. At the end game, we didn't get them back.
That's right. We gotta go. So after today, we're gonna go back in time and try to rescue everybody.
Yeah, we'll just try to rescue our comrades and we'll
From Winnie the Pooh.
from Winnie the Pooh. That's right.
I see Six Frame Podcast is about to come at my honey stones. You won't save your friends this time.
We'll see about that.
This time I will destroy your world.
For a pot of honey.
I'll get my revenge. I'll do what you did to Igor. You bastard.
Everyone moves on, but we don't. Not us.
Not us.
Sometimes we just catch a Pokeball.
Yeah. All right. See ya, episode 19. Oh, Godzilla's gonna be coming out too, so.
Woo.
Prepare for that.
We gotta fight.
And thank you for listening to another Six Frame Podcast. If you like what you hear and you want to hear more, email us at sixframepodcast@gmail.com. That is sixframepodcast@gmail.com. You can also catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. 6 Frames. Don't forget to rate and follow us on our Apple Podcasts and Podbean. And our YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to 6 Frames and ring that bell for notifications so you never miss another episode. So what are you waiting for, nerd? Subscribe, like, rate, do all that stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!